Have you ever felt like your legs are not as flexible as they used to be? A little wobbly when getting up from a chair, a little hesitant when going down the stairs, or the feeling that a familiar walk suddenly becomes longer and more tiring? If so, you might think it is simply a normal manifestation of aging. But what if I told you that the culprit is not aging, but a vitamin that you are taking every day in the belief that it will make you healthier? Many people in their 60s and 70s maintain the habit of taking vitamin supplements as an indispensable part of their morning routine. That seems reasonable. After all, who doesn't want to take care of their health as they age? Who doesn't want to have more energy, improve their memory, and boost their immunity? But because of that absolute trust, a truth has been hidden for too long. The three most popular vitamins today may be silently robbing you of the stability of your legs, the confidence in your steps, and the independence you have worked so hard to maintain all your life. The danger here is not in the mega doses, not in the instant poisoning. It is the silent accumulation, day by day, week by week, month by month. You don't fall over immediately. You just start getting up more slowly. You just find it more tiring to go to the grocery store. And then one day, you choose to take the elevator instead of the stairs. You sit down longer, stand up slower, and don't realize that you are losing the ability to move independently. No one warns you about this. There are no warnings on the vitamin label, and that makes them more dangerous than any medicine, because you believe they are good for you. But good for whom? Good at what age? Is it still suitable for your current body? In today's video, we will take a look at each vitamin that is silently weakening the legs of millions of seniors, starting with the first one, which seems to be an anti-aging miracle drug, but is actually a muscle-strengthening agent. Vitamin E has long been touted as a symbol of youth and longevity. Flashy advertisements about its antioxidant, skin-beautifying, heart-supporting, and memory-improving properties have made it a top choice in the medicine cabinets of many seniors. Many people take vitamin E every morning without hesitation, thinking they are investing in long-term health. But what few people know is that too much vitamin E not only doesn't make you healthier, but can also make you lose the ability to stand, walk, and live independently. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C, which are excreted if there is an excess, vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means it accumulates in the body, mainly in the liver and fat tissue, over time. If you take a high dose, typically 400 IU or more per day from dietary supplements, the risk of this accumulation is even higher, and when levels get too high, it starts to directly affect neuromuscular function, reducing muscle strength and coordination, especially in the legs. This deterioration doesn't come on suddenly. It's subtle. It starts with a little more difficulty standing up, a slight dizziness when turning around, a feeling that your steps aren't as steady as they used to be. You might think, I'm just getting old, but the truth is, your body is losing control of the major muscles that keep you balanced, and the culprit is something you take every day in the belief that it's helping. Worse, vitamin E also has blood-thinning properties. For people on blood-thinning medications, this increases the risk of internal bleeding, a blood clot, with a minor impact, a potentially deadly risk if you fall. When you fall and your legs aren't strong enough to catch you, and your blood isn't clotting fast enough, the result can be more than just a bruise. It can be a turning point in your ability to care for yourself. The sad truth is that there's no clear warning about this. No one tells you that what worked for you in your 30s may not work for you in your 70s, and no one reminds you that your body doesn't heal as quickly as it used to. Even small mistakes can have long-term consequences. So stop for a moment. If you're taking vitamin E every day without ever asking your doctor, do I really need it? It's time to do that, because next we're going to look at an even more common vitamin, and one that may be doing more damage to your bones and muscles than vitamin E. In the minds of many, vitamin A is synonymous with healthy vision and the immune system's first line of defense. Many seniors believe that taking vitamin A every day is a simple way to maintain overall health, keeping your eyes bright, your skin beautiful, and your immune system healthy. But there's a truth that few people pay attention to, and even fewer are warned about. When taken in excess, vitamin A not only doesn't make you healthier, it can also weaken your bones erode your muscles and make your legs more fragile than ever. Like vitamin E, vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. That means your body can't get rid of it if you take too much. It accumulates quietly in the liver and soft tissues until it begins to affect your core organs, especially the bones and muscles in your legs, hips, and spine. These are the areas most important for maintaining balance, mobility, and preventing falls. Research has shown that high levels of vitamin A over time are linked to reduced bone density, increasing the risk of osteoporosis, especially in older people. This is especially dangerous if you are taking a multivitamin, eating vitamin A fortified foods like milk, cereals, or taking fish liver oil, which is extremely rich in vitamin A, without monitoring your intake. You may not realize that you are consuming double or triple the recommended daily amount, and the effects will not come immediately, but will appear gradually in the form of hip pain, thigh weakness, and a feeling of loss of strength when walking or climbing stairs. More importantly, excess vitamin A does not only affect bones, it also negatively affects muscle mass, especially the muscles that stabilize the knees and hips. Once these muscles weaken, you will start to feel unsteady on your feet, prone to falling, and easily tired after just a few steps. The irony is that these signs are easy to miss, because everyone thinks weak legs are normal when you get old. But ask yourself, if something is making your legs weak, and it's coming from your trusted vitamin pill, should you reconsider? The silent accumulation of vitamin A in the body has no obvious symptoms until the bones and muscles are deeply affected. So don't wait until you fall to look again. Ask your doctor, check the labels of the vitamins you're taking, and remember, at this age, what you need is not more, but the right dose, at the right time. Next, we'll look at a vitamin that almost everyone considers harmless, even necessary for extra energy, but is secretly causing numbness in your limbs, making you lose feeling, lose balance, and lose confidence when walking. That's vitamin. On the list of vitamins recommended for brain support, improved energy, and fatigue reduction, vitamin B6 is almost always present. It is promoted as a great support for the elderly, helping to maintain alertness, improve memory, and calm the nervous system. But what few people expect is that when taken in excess, especially over a long period of time, vitamin B6 can cause serious damage to the peripheral nervous system, with very clear and very scary consequences. Your legs begin to lose feeling, lose coordination, and then lose the ability to walk naturally. Contrary to what many people believe, vitamin B6 is a water-soluble vitamin, but if taken in high doses continuously, the body cannot eliminate it quickly enough, and this accumulation can cause neurotoxicity. Under long-term effects, vitamin B6 begins to interfere with the transmission of signals from the brain to the muscles in the legs. As a result, peripheral nerves, especially those in the feet and legs, are affected, causing a condition called peripheral neuropathy. The initial symptoms are very mild: numbness in the toes, a temporary tingling sensation, and loss of sensitivity to temperature or pressure. But over time, these signs gradually spread to the ankles and calves, making you feel like you are walking on foam. You lose the sense of where your feet are, and you stumble and stagger for no apparent reason. More seriously, many cases continue to experience numbness and weakness months after stopping B6 supplementation, because nerve damage has already occurred and is difficult to fully recover. What is worrying is that the recommended safe limit is only about 1.32 mg. If you take a multivitamin, an energy supplement, and a brain supplement at the same time, it's easy to accidentally overdose without even realizing it. The scary part isn't just the numbness or pain, it's the consequences. You become hesitant to walk, anxious about going downstairs, or avoiding walks or meetings, simply because you no longer feel confident in your own legs. And from there, the physical and mental decline begins quietly, but surely. The question is, you're taking vitamin B6 because you want more energy, but if the price is losing the ability to walk independently, would you continue without thinking? Sometimes the things we think are good for us are the things that take away the most. And if these three vitamins, E, A, B6, can do that silently, you need to know it's not just vitamins that are the culprits. There is a more common, less talked about habit that can destroy your legs faster than any supplement. It is a sedentary lifestyle, and we will explore that in a moment. Even if you don't take any of the 3 vitamins listed above, there's one thing that could be silently weakening your legs every day: sitting. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it's extremely dangerous. And the most worrying thing is, many older people are doing it without even knowing it. Science has shown that when you sit for long periods of time, your body begins to adapt to that state of immobility. Muscles, especially those in your thighs, buttocks, and calves, begin to atrophy due to disuse. Bone density decreases due to lack of mechanical stress from movement. Joints become stiff and reflexes become slower. And this doesn't happen over years, it starts after just a few weeks of being sedentary. You might think, I'm not lazy, I'm just not as agile as I used to be. But let's face it, are you getting up, walking and moving around enough every day? Simple actions like standing up from your chair every 30 minutes, walking around the house, doing some leg stretches, seemingly small, are the most powerful medicine to maintain muscle and balance. What makes sitting dangerous is familiarity. You gradually get used to choosing the elevator instead of the stairs. Get used to sitting for long periods of time watching TV, scrolling on your phone, reading the newspaper without stopping. Get used to the feeling of slightly tired legs when standing for long periods of time, and choose to avoid it by sitting. That familiarity gradually turns into a lifestyle, where the legs are no longer used properly, and that is what creates the trap of weakness. No need for high-intensity exercises, no need for a gym. You just need to make movement a natural part of your life. Instead of waiting for your body to break down before you go to repair it, start maintaining it with regular, correct, and consistent movement. Because the legs are not naturally strong, they are powerful when used, activated, and challenged appropriately. And when you ignore them, they ignore you. Next, we come to the most important part, where you not only know what is affecting your health, but are empowered to change it. This is the time to take back control, not just of your feet, but of the quality of life you deserve. At this point, you may be feeling confused. Maybe you believe that the vitamins you take every morning were part of a healthy routine. Maybe you thought that sitting too much was a natural part of aging. But the important thing is not what you believed. It's what you know now. You know that not all vitamins are harmless. You know that your body doesn't function the same after 60 as it does after 30. And you know that freedom isn't lost in a moment, it's lost silently, day by day, with little changes that we don't notice. One unsteady step, one slip, one sitting too long without getting up. But this isn't about loss. This is about awareness. And it's through awareness that you can change course. You don't have to do it all at once. You can start with one simple thing. Look at what you're putting into your body proactively. Open your medicine cabinet. Read the labels. Don't just look at the heart-healthy or memory-boosting promises. Ask yourself, is this dose really appropriate for my age and current health condition? And if you're not sure, ask your doctor, someone who understands aging bodies, not just general health theories. Ask for a blood test to check your vitamin levels. The numbers don't lie. And most importantly, review your lifestyle. Your body doesn't need more. It needs the right things in the right doses, at the right times. It's not too late to get back to being strong, confident, and independent. You don't need to compete with youth. You just need to walk your own path, on the same feet you've been keeping all your life. Old age is not the end of initiative. On the contrary, it's the time when you have enough experience to make the best decisions for yourself. And it starts today, with your next step.